What's going on, Macro Mob family? This is Sean. I just wanted to give you all a quick macro hit update on what's going on with the bird flu. I haven't seen a lot of information about this going on in the news. I started to see more things pop up, but it's usually smaller town articles. So I just kind of wanted to share what was going on with it and how I think it's actually going to affect you, affect your pocketbooks and the greater implications with this. So I found a good article here. This is from CNET. It says it's titled "Bird Flu Outbreak: What the Avian Influenza Epidemic is Doing to Chicken Prices Isn't Pretty." So the scientific name for bird flu is actually highly pathogenic avian influenza. This article right here from March 28th, I'm recording this on March 30th, says it was detected in 17 states. It's actually currently in 18 states. And I believe next week you'll see that they're going to report that it's in more states. So be looking out for that because Culture releases on their website every week where it was detected newly. And I believe it was found in Central Florida. So the current states that I have is Michigan, Delaware, Maine, New York, Virginia, Kentucky, Indiana, South Carolina, Connecticut, Iowa, Missouri, Maryland, South Dakota, Kansas, Illinois, Wisconsin, Nebraska, and New Hampshire. So the last time that we had a big outbreak in the United States of bird flu, that was in the 2014 to 2015 period. It was estimated it cost the poultry industry more than $1.5 billion, and it caused egg prices to nearly double. Okay. During that time, they had to euthanize and cull over 50 million chickens and turkeys during this time. So that's a big. And you're thinking, let's say if you're thinking, you're like, okay, I don't really eat chicken. I don't really eat eggs. I got some info for you. So during that time in 2014 and 2015, in less than 5 weeks, prices went up 17% domestically. And the reason that's important is that in the United States, with our poultry and our eggs, we actually keep 40% of what we produce at home. And then we export where the three countries are for our largest exporters are China, Canada, and Mexico. But we keep 40% of our product in-house, which is, really impressive. They said during this time, the average cost of a dozen eggs in New York was 60% higher in the latter half of 2015 than it was a year prior. So that means that inflation was sticky, like it stayed there. That price didn't just revert back down. People had to eat that cost. And it also says exports plummeted sharply as numerous countries imposed import ban on U.S. poultry. So who knows? Maybe, China, Mexico, and Canada might go ahead and put import bans on us if this situation gets too bad, if we can't go ahead and deal with it. So for those who think like, hey, I don't really eat chicken, I don't really eat eggs. Well, do you eat pasta? Because it's in there. Waffles, crepes, Caesar dressing. Do you like breaded or fried food? You like shrimp, like fried shrimp? Soups? And eggs are also used in the production of some wines. Now, the other side of this coin that you're probably not thinking about is how much eggs are used in non-food products. I have a little bit of a list here. So we have some things like paints, soaps, shampoo and conditioners, beauty products, dog foods, lotion and creams, and hair masks. So keep in mind with these non-food products, let's say with the actual grocery store, you start to see those increases in the egg prices and the chicken breast prices almost immediately. Those other products like your shampoos, your lotions, your paints, things like that, usually the producers don't want to immediately pass that cost on to you, right? It takes a little bit because they already have their product. But when their inputs go up, they have no choice but to pass that on to a consumer. But it's going to hit your pocketbook in a lag effect. So that might take 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. And then you're gonna go to the checkout line and you're gonna realize that all the prices went up. The other thing I wanted to share with you all is, we always talk about the CPI numbers, and I just wanted to share how to find the CPI numbers what they were last time it came out. If you ever want to find this for yourself, you can just type in BLS CPI. Now, if you look at the CPI numbers for food, all I did was pull up the PDF version of this. When you search for it, it said year over year that food was rose by 7.9%. We're not even going to get into energy, but look, 25.6. And I know most of you all don't believe that food only went up 7.9%, because I know for me, all my food bills went up at least 20% just for the things that I normally buy. Now, I would be shocked if, because the CPI numbers, so it's January, February, March. So the next quarter, April, May, June. I know the CPI numbers are going to be higher than 7.9%. We have the conflicts going on around the world. We still have supply constraints. We still have labor shortages. So every time something like this goes up, it just takes away that purchasing power from the middle class. It takes away that discretionary spending. I mean, already right now we have insanely high gas prices. I hope you don't have to put diesel in a truck or use that for equipment. You know, we have rent prices that have gone up a minimum of 20%. And depending where you are in the country, if you're in some places in Florida, or if you're in Austin, Texas, or some of these other specialized places where a lot of people have kind of migrated to or transplanted to, your rents increase further than that. And we see what's going on with housing prices. So inflation currently is still rising. You know, it'll take a little moment for these food prices and things to come down. And when it comes to the bird flu, we're going to have to get this situation addressed, because right now, if we go back to this article, this gentleman says right here, if you look at the 2015 situation at this point in the year, there are a lot more wild birds now over a much wider area. There's more outbreaks already. It's going to get much worse than it is now. So this could be worse than the 2014 and 2015 situation that we had. And if you're thinking like, oh, okay, you know, it's going to be slow. It's, you know, I'm not going to really get it. Yeah, you know, I'll be able to take it. I'll get a raise at my job. No, it's going to happen faster than you could imagine. Look, it's March. Here's an article from March 29th. Egg, chicken prices increase as bird flu spreads. Prices for eggs and chicken rose in the last week, and area grocery stores say they're prepared for a potential drop in supply. So whenever you have that drop in supply and demand remains the same, especially when it comes to food like this, like eggs are supposed to be economical. Usually chicken breasts are economical. That's something that most families do uses these products, right? So people aren't just going to be able to turn off their demand. And it's also going to be something that's a little bit inelastic. Like the demand for these type of things, like the eggs and the chicken, and especially all the products, the dog food, the lotion, the hair mask, the paints, and the soap, that's sticky. That's not just something you're going to be able to find an alternative of unless you join some hippie commune and get trained and you can make all your own products yourself, which might be a viable option, but still you're going to have to build up those skills. So I just wanted to give you all a quick update on this, just to let you all know what was going on. I really appreciate you. If you all are enjoying the content, we're definitely going to improve as time goes on. Just show us some love, share it, watch the videos. I'd really appreciate it. Until then, I'll catch you all in the next video. Take care.